And welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. As always, thanks for joining me today. We're taking a few days off from videoing in light of all this stuff that's going on in Israel, and actually in respect of all the stuff that's going on in Israel. Just hadn't felt the urge to get out here and try to blow a bunch of steam about some race cars that really don't amount to anything when you look at the seriousnness of what we are facing in Israel right now and in our own country right now. So you really need to be in prayer for that. Plus, I've been on the road a lot for work the last few days. Been spending some time in Florida. I actually got to go back again here the next couple of days for another week down there. But I thought I'd come out here this afternoon, and we're going to get this T-Bird up on the lift. We're going to see if we can identify where the leak is coming from. I'm afraid it's going to be coming from the rear main seal in the motor. But, hey, we will find out. So right along with us, let's see what we can get done. Well, before we get the car up in the air, this is where it was sitting for almost a week, probably a week and a half. You can see how much it leaked out. I'm pretty positive it's coming out of the rear main seal. It is motor oil, I'm pretty sure on that. I checked the level in the tank, and the tank is lower, way lower than it should be. So we got to get this identified. Won't be a problem. We'll get it. I thought you might be interested in some of this sheet metal I got. A friend of mine had, and we made a deal with him on it. This is a J.J. Yelly 18 interstate side panel and roof. I'm not sure who drove this 16 Monte Carlo. It's almost like Napa colors. I'm not sure who that is. It's a early 2000 style, looks like. And we got this Morgan McClure stuff, plus a singular wireless 31 car. I forget who was driving it at the time. I think it may have been Jeff Burton, I think, actually, if I remember correct. Got this door back there in the back, 31 door. And you can see it here at the front cord, then all the rest stuff. I got a nose here and a tail. We got two deck lids for the 4-car, and this one is driven by Mike Skinner. So that's pretty cool stuff. Got a guy coming all the way from Pennsylvania to buy all that stuff. I need to get more of this stuff out. I need to start selling the panels off these truck and car, I gotta guess. But anyway, let's see if we can get this thing here up in the air and go start doing some investigative work so we can figure out what's going on. Well, for those of you who remember, we started on the truck not too long ago, and you remember how nasty it was. What a pleasure. Look how clean this car is. Oh my goodness. Look how neat everything is tucked away. This is going to be such a joy to work on. I just can't believe how clean this thing is. Man. Compared to that truck, this is no comparison. But anyway, a friend of mine told me, he said he thinks that these rear mains actually come off the back without having to pull the motor out. Because I do not want to pull the motor out of this thing. But just the fact that it's clean is a good news. So first thing we'll do, we're going to blow all this off with brake cleaner. I'm going to get everything cleaned up on the bottom. Then we're going to try to crank it and see if we can develop a leak. The first thing is get everything cleaned off the bottom, so let's do that first. What would the world be without brake cleaner? I don't know. We're going to get these transmission lines cleaned off as well for the cooler. I don't think they're an issue, but I tell you, I'm wondering about this set screw right there. Oh. It could be as simple as an oil line. So we'll check everything and see what we got. All this fiber is coming out of there is crazy. Like somebody had tried to stick something up in it. You see that or not, but it's blowing all out everywhere. I don't know if somebody tried to stuff something there to keep from leaking or what. There's more of it. Looks like, I don't know what it is. Ground up rag or something. So it tells you right there that we're probably going to go to the back of the crank, because I don't know why they were having all that stuff in there. All right, I don't know if you can see all the stuff that came out. You see all the fibers that came out of there? That's crazy. And it's coming out of the flywheel area here. So I really think, I don't know what somebody was trying to cover up here. I really think we need to go ahead and just pull the transmission. I was hoping it's going to be something simple, but I'm going to just tighten these lines up here just for the fun of it. But this is some type of protective pan. I got to get Landon Best to tell me. He's a Ford expert, but I don't know what the deal is here. It's like a steel protective pan on the protecting the oil pan. Man, I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, we will, I think we're probably going to just pull this stuff out and see what happens here. Okay, we'll let it run for about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. And hopefully that'll get it warm enough. We'll be able to identify where the soil's coming from now. So we'll get it back up in the air and see what we can find. Okay, let's see what we can find. Okay, we've got 2 possible scenarios here. Now, this is not where the oil's coming from the motor, but I will tell you, this is what me and Buddy went through when we had to split that oil tank on the truck and redo that center O-ring in the middle. Because you see, I think this is leaking all the way around. So what this is doing, this is hitting the top of this trailing arm, and it's running it, and it's actually dripping off here. We've already got drops on the floor. So we got 2 things. So that's one that we've identified. That's going to be a pretty easy fix there, other than having to drop the stupid oil tank out. But if we just did that. Now, if you look right here, I think we got our culprit. See, this is running down now and coming across here. This was all dry a while ago, and we don't have enough to hit the floor yet, but it's coming right down there and running. Now, what's weird, that's on the transmission side. I had it sitting in neutral, but that still would have been turned, so I'm starting to think that possibly is transmission fluid, and the oil level being low could be from that back there. So we're going to go ahead and pull the transmission out, and we have to support this motor. And I got to look at this. What this is, this is a diaper pan. What this is an external pan that's bolted on. I'm going to make all my Ford friends mad, but that's bad. You got to put a diaper on a motor to catch oil leaks. But that's exactly what this is, an external. There's your oil pan there. This is an external diaper is all this is. These two set screws, which I checked, they are tight. And so what you do is you loosen those up to drain the oil that catches in there. So I've never had any Chevrolet motors. I'm sorry, my Ford friends, I've never had to put a diaper on a Chevrolet motor, but that's exactly what that is, external diaper. But anyway, at least we've got this figured out now. So we'll get the motor pulled out. Get the transmission pulled out, and we'll see if we can figure out. Hopefully, we may look at just be a seal. So we'll see. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. I think we have a potential suspect area for the leak in the T-Bird. We'll get that transmission pulled out in the next episode. And then, in case, by the way, if some of you wonder why there's a Town and Country Chrysler minivan in here, that belongs to a friend of my wife's. She's a single grandmother raising 3 grandchildren. And, man, we're trying to help her. That thing quit firing. We have swapped out almost every component there is, electronic component. And I think we have one final deal. We got to pull the timing cover off. So Buddy's doing it on the side right now, trying to help her get her back on the road again. Then we'll hopefully that thing will be here next time you see the video. But we do want to help her get back on the road. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to pray for Israel. This is a very serious situation we're facing right now. They're facing. You got Hamas, Iran. We just got a powder keg over there. And I tell you, a fuse could be lit, and we could have a major conflict involving us and Russia, Iran, Israel. You know, one thing God says, Israel's never going to be defeated, and people don't understand that. I don't care how bad of a person you think you are, you're not going to defeat Israel. But we do need to pray for them and their people. We need to pray for the people of Gaza and the Palestinian people. There's some good Palestinian people. We just need that to settle down over there, or we're going to end up in a world conflict, I'm afraid. But hey, God's in control. I trust him, and I know he's going to take care of me. I hope you know him as your personal Savior. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.